How viewers, as you well aware that I am Dr. Jetling Elosa, running a YouTube channel called Law Speeches. In this my channel, I am posting my lectures on various facets of law as well as the gamuts of the world affairs. As you well aware that couple of days back, Union Cabinet approved another pension scheme called Unified Pension Scheme UPS to the central government employees. And it has want to dispose of the national pension scheme, a new pension scheme, which was again in our country on 1st of January 2004 when the government led by Vajpayee introduced the replacing the old pension scheme. So there was lot of criticism and also the agitations were made, but that has been died down, and the employees who joined the services after 1st of January of 2004 are governed by the new pensions scheme fund. So, because the new pension scheme is linked to various factors, like we have to contribute, the employees has to contribute, and in same amount of 10% amount the government also contributes, and they are linked to the in company sectors various schemes, corporate schemes, and finally they would be given the pension. As the recently there was reverses were made to the national democratic alliances in the we have seen the recent Lok Sabha elections, and there is a long standing demand is there from the various quarters that the pension we have to go for revert back to the old pension scheme, because this new pension scheme is resulting into the untold misery, because pension is granted for to the employees for his or her service to the respective departments, ultimately to the government. After their retirement, because of linking up pension to the market forces, is leading to a kind of unrest among the employees. So to avoid this, the Union Cabinet has taken a U-turn, we can call it, as by accepting introduce the unified pension scheme to all its employees who joined after 2004. And after this will come into force from the 1st of April of 2025, but the state governments also will come under this scheme, and the old pension scheme, which is akin since for more than up to 2004, it has been gone after 2004. And if we see the Supreme Court, the rights of pension to the employees in a case called the M. Suheb Bai versus the government of Tamil Nadu, which was reported on 20th of September 2019, the Supreme Court held that the grant of pension is not a bounty, but it is a right of the government servants. Very, very landmark decision was made by the apex court of the land. And in one more case, that is a K.R.Erry and another versus State of Punjab, which was reported on 25th of October of 1966, very long back, where the court has held that pension regulates the conduct of the employee. Suppose during his employment he commits any sorts of wrongdoings to his department, to the society, then it acts as a mechanism to control his behavior, his conduct. So, in one way we can say that pension is regulating our conduct. Then, in one more case called Professor Ranjana Sharma versus State of Uttar Pradesh, which was reported on 23rd of August of 2023. The Supreme Court has decision was further strengthened in Allahabad High Court. The Allahabad High Court opined that pension means it is a kind of a property. Then the property which is, we have the right of enjoyment, we have right of transfer, we have right of doing anything upon the property. Likewise, and the pension also covers under the Article 300A of the Constitution of India, where right to property is recognized as a constitutional right. So these are the court cases, and some more cases are remarkable judgments are there. But the governments, basing upon the then exigencies, had resorted the new pension scheme, and then the government has reverting back to the unified pension scheme. Then this introduction of the unified pension scheme is a kind of a burden upon the government, because when the budget was presented by our finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman, this issue was not at all being discussed or incorporated. So after that, recently this issue came into picture, and so we can say that it is a kind of a additional burden upon the central government, and their own estimate says that 12% of revenue expenditure is going for the pension or pensionary benefits. And as on today, the new pension scheme is covering around 23.8 lakh central government employees and 60.7 lakh state government employees. And some of the governments has reverted back to the old pension schemes. So there is a kind of strong representations are there from the even different states. They want to go for or convert their pension to the old pension scheme. And what about the unified pension scheme says? So unified pension scheme, which the central government is planning, which will going to come into force from the next year of 1st of April of 2025, where it guaranteeing the minimum pension. If you have 10,000 rupees, if you have worked for the 10 years, then definitely he will receive the 10,000, and also which guarantees that which is calculated upon the 50% of the average basic salary which he draws in last year, in retirement year, that would be calculated and pension will be decided. So, because it is though it is now central government has come out with this scheme, but there is a lot of demand is there from the various state government employees to resort back to the old scheme, but it will act as a kind of a new hope to the government employees, whether it is maybe central government employees or to the state government employees, because it's a duty of the government to safeguard after post-retirement life of its servants. So ours is a welfare state. So where welfare is a paramount, which the government has, any government has to consider the welfare of the employees, and then only the such schemes will become a success. And also employees also work dedicatedly if they given some sort of social security measures after their post-retirement. Thank you for watching my lecture.